I am a regulated Canadian immigration consultant and previously worked in Conestoga College and Mohawk College as the International Students Recruitment Officer. Welcome to our live QA session. Today streamed to our Facebook and YouTube channel. So we have Neil G has been talking already to prospective students and I've just joined in. So we have Siva here. Siva, can you hear me, Siva?
Yeah, yes, I can hear you.
Yeah. So Siva, I just had to relog, but Siva is interested to understand the differences and the future prospects about Canada and the US. So Siva, to start your question, once you get your Canadian citizenship, okay, you can work in the US on a visa category, which is called TN visa. Okay, so basically, for all the people who are considering, which is a very, especially for Telugu states and many people in India, they do consider the US. It's definitely a destination of choice when it comes to the study perspective. But again, if you are considering the post-study perspective as to the opportunities, for international students, post-study settlement opportunities are very important. So to understand the difference, right? US is in the business of education. They have more than 500 public and private universities and colleges, and getting admissions in US is very easy. However, it has consequences. The choice has consequences for you. So the first difference as an international student when you come in, the difference in Canada, international students can work off campus. That means they can work part-time in any job. Okay, so the salary in Ontario, in Canada, is about $15, and from October it is increasing to $15.50. In the US, international students cannot study, cannot work off campus. If they can only work on campus if their universities or colleges are giving them a job. So that's the first difference. International students in Canada can work up to 20 hours a week. That's 80 hours every month, and $15 is the average salary. So they make about $1,200 guaranteed. And during your summer and winter vacation, if you have a scheduled break, you can work full-time. There is no limit as to the number of hours you can work. In US, it's different, first one. Second, in Canada, after you finish your studies, you can apply depending on the length of the program. If you study for 2 years, irrespective of STEM or non-STEM, you get a 3-year postgraduate work permit. Okay, it is a post-study work permit. In Canada, it is called postgraduate work permit. And in the US, it is called OPT, Optional Training Program. So in Canada, for students who are from business, irrespective of that, you get a 3-year post-study work permit and you can work in any job. It does not have to be related to your field of study. Okay. In the US, students who graduate from the business, they are only eligible for up to 12 months of OPT. So the difference is 12 months, and in Canada, the difference is it's 3 years. Second, in the US, it is mandatory that the students who graduate during their OPT or the post-study work permit, they should only work in their field of education. So somebody from mechanical should find a job only in mechanical. Somebody from IT should find a job only in IT. That is the regulations, general regulations for OPT, right? Third, post-study. Okay, so in 3 years postgraduate work permit, during this time, if you work for 1 year in Canada, you can apply for your green card or PR card, as we call it, and you will be able to get your PR after 1 year of Canadian work experience. Generally, that is possible, right? In the US, unfortunately, after your studies, you will have to, you require an employer to support you with an H-1B visa and also to help you with the green card. In Canada, it is a very simplified process. You finish your 1 year studies, 1 year work experience, and if you have good English, you apply for the express entry, which is a point-based system. So there is no need for any employer to support you here in Canada, okay? And Canadian citizenship and US citizenship. US takes a lot of time to apply for the green card. Usually it is about 10 to 15 years for Indian nationals to get the green card. In Canada, the process, once you apply, it's usually 6 months. To 8 months, you probably would get here if we don't consider the normal circumstances I'm talking about. COVID, there has been delay. Okay, so once you get your Canadian PR or the green card here in Canada, you have to stay in Canada for 2 years, and then you apply for your Canadian citizenship, which will give you the Canadian passport. So once you have your Canadian passport, you can work in the US without the H-1B visa. Canada, Mexico, and US, they have an agreement called NAFTA agreement of CUSMA. You know, that's in Trump, when Mr. President Trump was there, he changed the name of the program. Okay, so you don't require a work permit, H-1B work permit or employer to support you. If you have a direct contract offer of employment from a US company, you can apply for the TN visa, or you can get it on the border and you can work in the US. Okay, so Siva, does it answer your question, Siva?
Yeah, right. I have one more thing. My doubt is like between PR and citizenship, the period you mentioned 2 years, right? We
You
have to
have to
stay
stay in,
in
yes, you
Canada.
have to stay in Canada for 2 years. General
So
rules,
continuously.
yeah, continuously you have to stay for 2 years to have the eligibility to apply for Canadian citizenship.
Okay. What in case if you want to travel to India or any other country, maybe after getting PR? So what would
You have,
happen in that
it,
case?
it can be, it doesn't have to be continuous 2 years. It can be 6 months and then you're out to the US or to Canada, to India, and then you come. So the accumulative total accumulation should be 2 years. Okay. So
Okay.
general rule for all the people to understand, once you come here, not many people usually go to the US, very few people. The difference, there are very good IT opportunities out here, and US is just across, right? It's only a mental, these borders are man-made. So from my house, New York, from where I live near Toronto in a city called Waterloo, and from my home, Niagara Falls is 1.5 hours. So it's border of New York it's almost very near to all of us. So yeah, so 2 years is what you have to come in. But the big challenge, big advantage is you will get a Canadian PR very fast, and you will get a Canadian citizenship, and you will have whole North America open for you. Okay. So be in touch with Yashwant if you need any help, and he'll be happy to help you, Shiva. Okay.
Yeah, sure. This 2 year period, within how many years we have to complete it?
As much as you
Getting PR?
can. Usually it is within 5-year period.
Okay. Yeah. No, no.
Okay. Yeah, Siri, how is your situation, Amma? What did you study in the US?
I studied computer science and I got a job in Chase Bank for 4 months back. So I'm working as a Java developer here.
That's very good. Well, I hope you're lucky with the H-1B, because in the US, H-1B visa for international students, there are only 25,000. There are more than 3 lakh international students who come to study in the US, right? But there
Yeah.
are only 25,000 H-1Bs for master graduates, and for general, for people who are highly skilled, there is 60,000. So the total number of work visas available in the US is only 85,000. And every year in April, the US government conducts a lottery. So employers who are willing to sponsor, you have to find an employer who's willing to sponsor for the H-1B. And there is a lottery which the government, United States Citizenship Immigration Services, they accept the applications and they conduct a lottery in the US. So if you are lucky to get picked up, your application.
There are 3 chances, right? So I'm hoping that I'll get it. Also, I'm applying for PR parallelly to Canada. So
I hope it works out. This is a permanent Zoom link. We are here every day. So this Zoom link is active from India time 10:30 in the morning. We have our North India team, and then Anilji from our South India is also here. And I'm here usually from 9 to 10 a.m. every day. Okay. So if you have any questions, if you have any, if you need any help regarding Canada, please reach out to us.
Yeah,
9 to 10 a.m. IST or which zone?
Toronto time.
Okay.
I'm based here in near Toronto, so I'm usually 9 to 12, sometimes 1 o'clock. Well, unlike other immigration lawyers here, I try to provide free consultation. Here in Canada, any immigration lawyer, if you want to ask them any questions, or in the US as well, they will ask you to give you a first, please book a consultation, $100, $200, and then we will help you with the process. Okay. I am a social mentor and I try to help a lot of students. We have a huge Facebook group, 50,000 people. Are you in a Facebook group, Shiva?
Yeah, I just joined a few minutes back.
Just joined a few minutes ago. Okay. So we try to help, and we do have agreements with the US, and I try not to send because it is a huge challenge for middle class people, especially now. There's a lot of, visa issues with the US. There's a lot of people need to have substantial income, proper loan approvals, academics, work experience. All this will be checked thoroughly by the US Embassy. Right? You know what happened a couple of weeks ago? The US Embassy caught many fraudulent students who were using fake loans, who were using fake work experiences, right? And things are very difficult now with the US as well. So unless you have a very good academics, you should focus on getting, right? And you have to understand the challenges of the US. So you go to the US, then you do the OPT. If you don't get OPT, you go for a second master's, then you go for a CPT. If you don't even get doing CPT, then you go for PhD. This is the reality. We have students who are in the US who are 30 years, 35 years, who lived in lived in the US for 10, 15 years, applying visa to Canada, back on study visa, not only PR, because Canada PR also from overseas, it is a point-based system and requires very high level of English, 8777 or higher. Okay. So I wish you good luck, Siri. I hope everything works out, and stay in touch if you need any help. Okay.
Sure. So one thing I'm concerned about, in US, we know what colleges we need to apply. Like we have a lot of friends, and even I'm there, family is
Yeah.
there. So for Canada, we don't have enough guidance to tell like what are the
Sure.
best
This is where
colleges.
we are here. Our services are free. We don't charge anything. We support our students from the study visa process till the immigration. Nobody in Canada does it. Nobody in India does it. Every immigration lawyer, every consultant will say, yes, please pay money and we will talk. But we support our students extensively. So in Canada, the difference is there are hardly about 50 universities and 50 colleges. And if you're looking around Toronto area, there are hardly about 15 colleges. Okay. So the difference is in Canada, admissions in universities for MS are very competitive. If you want to go for MS, you have to have at least 70% in your bachelor's. If you want to go to a college, you get multiple specialties. You can get cybersecurity, data analytics, mobile applications, business analytics. There are mass programs, but you have to start very early because of the volume. Canada, a lot of people, especially who used to Telugu people who used to consider US previously, now they understand how easy and reliable Canada is, and they all apply for the Canada. And also North India previously always was a priority as well. So seats are very limited here. You have to start the process at 8 months before the start date. Okay. So yeah. So
Also,
please
like a concern about weather a little bit because he has some issues. So we are trying for the normal, not like a Indian weather, but not very too cold too.
even in
So we.
US, like I lived in the US, right? And I lived,
Mhm.
my sister lived in Minneapolis. So when my cousin lives in New York. So until New York, we have the same weather. It is snow, it is winter. Only if you are considering southern states like California, Texas, Florida, even Georgia is cold, right? It sometimes this year they even had this year they even had snow. Even Texas had snow. So some very few states in the US, they have warm climate, but again, half of the United States is also like Canada. They have snowy winters.
Yeah, that
Even
I
with you, sir, it's
within
no big
Canada,
deal.
yeah,
Yeah.
within Canada we are just trying to like choose
Uh,
university colleges.
yes,
Some
usually most people come around Toronto area. That is where many job opportunities are. That is where Toronto and Waterloo, where Conestoga College is located. This is the Silicon Valley of Canada, and most students usually come here. So he joined the Facebook group. Let him research. Let him take his time, see, and we'll be happy to help him. Okay.
Gautam, can you suggest like 2 or 3 places that suits
Probably this is
South
not
Indian
a
people?
we will delegate you a manager, right? So Yashwant is a manager, and you can reach out to him, and he will help. Okay, there are other people. I have like about 50 to 60 people who come during this 3 hours. So my job is to guide you, connect you with an office manager, and they will help you with the process. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll talk to it.
Sure, Amma. Okay, take care, Babu.
Okay. Thank you.
Илья, здравствуйте, Илья.
Да, здравствуйте.
Да, чем я могу вам помочь?
Мы с Аркадием, соответственно, дошли до стадии, когда мы подготовили все документы, там готовы подаваться, и там, да, там, грубо говоря, сейчас на стадии оплаты и все остальное. И так как мы ожидаем, что нам университет подготовит все документы, нам нужно будет подаваться, соответственно, на пермит, ну или на визу студенческую. Поэтому мне нужно с вами поговорить, а что нужно для студенческой визы.
Фамилия ваша, Илья?
Да.
А как фамилия?
Бердников.
Бердников, Илья, да, yes. Хорошо.
Тренинг университета.
Слушайте, как у вас вообще сейчас ситуация с оплатой обучения?
Ну, как бы, если будут ограничения какие-то, ну, в принципе, сказали, что проблем не должно быть. Банки говорят, проблем не будет. Если будет ограничение, то нужно будет только по 5000 оплатить. Но либо я могу попросить, согласовать с университетом, там оплатят юрлицо, грубо говоря, импортер оплатит, а импортеров у них нет ограничений. Ну, то есть юрлицо же вопрос. Может же юрлицо оплатить за меня, ну, то есть, грубо говоря, говорит, что вот компания...
Да, разница. Любой человек можно платить. Просто почему я просил, потому что у меня родственница моей супруги, да, она в Екатеринбурге живет. И она тоже как раз поступала, и у меня сложности с отправкой денег сейчас.
Отправлять деньги сложно, платить, если есть договор официальный, если есть официальные документы, несложно.
Но я имею в виду платить за учебу. Да.
Ну, банки говорят, проблем нет. Если будут ограничения, то это может быть по 5000. Плюс есть у меня второй вариант, что мой бизнес-партнер, да, импортер, так как они платят постоянно, им без разницы, то есть они просто оплатят, соответственно, там, ну, как вариант.
Хорошо, окей. Вы мне, пожалуйста, звоните на Viber, хорошо? Так мы дальше уже пойдем с вами. Okay.
То есть мне нужно просто будет вам позвонить. А когда лучше с вами связаться, вы скажите?
Я каждый день где-то часу, после часа можете меня набрать. Хорошо?
После часа вот этой встречи?
Да.
То есть, окей, то есть, грубо говоря, через час можно вам будет набрать. Все окей.
Часу дня, наше время.
Это ваше Торонто или...
Торонто время.
Окей, с часа дня Торонто я тогда вам наберу.
Да, хорошо.
Спасибо, до связи.
Все, удачи вам, да. Kindly request all the people who are in the session to post a short message. I see Sonam, I see Prasad, I see Banu Prakash. So kindly post a short message, your name and the city you are from, and I will follow the order of the messages posted. Okay? Yeah. Ольга, здравствуйте. Вы меня слышите, Ольга?
Доброго дня.
Доброго дня, Ольга.
Дякую, все гаразд. Хотіла б дізнатися на рахунок інформації, можливо, ви можете підказати. Подалась на канадську візу по цій програмі, але хочу ще подаватися на американську, так як маю родину в Америці. Чи не зашкодить мені те, що я вже і на канадську подалась, і туди хочу, чи краще, ну, краще в Канаду тільки?
Не зашкодить, можете подавати, не проблем, тут немає ніякого.
Тобто це ну, не буде якоюсь там перешкодою при отриманні, тобто...
Ніяк не перешкодить.
Добре, все тоді. Дуже дякую за інформацію, дякую, до побачення.
До побачення, слава Богу. Yes, Banu Prakash, yes, please, Banu.
Hi, Gautam.
Yeah, Banu, hello, no, how are you?
I'm good, sir. The thing is that I applied PGWP on 23rd December.
Okay.
I just got the confirmation that the payment has been made, but I didn't get any letter that you can work for so many hours as extension, etc. But my visa is getting expired on this 30th of this month. So what do you suggest me to do?
You go into the portal, Banu, and check in.
Yeah, I am daily checking it. I did not get any update. But the good news is that my friends who are applied on 23rd got their work permits. But I applied on 24th night. Still, it's been more than a week. They got it, but I'm getting tense because of the deadline of 30th. Yeah.
Where did you study, Banu?
Conestoga.
You graduated from Conestoga, right? Okay.
Yeah.
What was the program, Banu?
It's web design and development.
Web design and development. You applied through us, right, Banu? You
No, actually, I came through you guys. I came through CIP to here, but I applied on myself because of the videos which they sent out college people. Yeah.
That's fine. I remember your name, but okay. So getting back, see, once you apply for your study for your postgraduate work permit, sometimes you receive, some students receive this letter, some students do not receive this letter, but in general, you are under implied status, or now they call it maintained status. You have nothing to worry. Once you submit your postgraduate work permit application, you are eligible to work. Second, the dates, irrespective of the date, by law, by default, you can do your full-time, you can start your full-time employment. Okay.
I understand that, but the thing is that I'm trying to apply to most of the IT companies, and they are asking me for the confirmation that you can work for 40 hours from the IRCC, and I say that I did not receive it, but it's legal to work.
Go to the website. Go to the IRCC website and take
that's what I even said them. It's already written in the IRCC website, but they are still not confirming it. That's the only issue. That's okay. That's because of their concern, but my concern was because only till 30th I have a valid visa and a valid SIN.
So if you have applied for your study for a postgraduate work permit extension application before your status in Canada expired, you are under maintained or implied status, and it should be fine. No concerns about that.
So I can still continue working on the SIN, right?
You can work. You can continue working on your SIN full time after you submit your postgraduate work permit.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the basic concern about that, because it's already 28th and the date is almost there. That's it.
You will get it shortly. Everybody gets it. It's only a question of time.
Yeah, I know that, because already 23rd people got it. So keeping my fingers crossed, it should be in this week.
Once you get that approval, post your timelines, Pano, in our Facebook group. Okay.
Sure.
So how you studied a very good program, web design and development. Did you have any work experience previously?
Yeah, I have experience in manual testing back in India, 3.5 years of testing in India. So I'm looking both in the testing field and development field if I get it. Okay.
While you were here for 16 months, did you brush up and move into automation or no?
Yeah, I'm already working in automation itself.
You're working in automation, right?
Yeah, that's as a freelancer, but not as a pay-time continuous job. Right now, I'm working as in Walmart on SIN. That's it.
That's fine. You'll get it. And there are many IT job opportunities out here, especially in testing as well. You will find it. It's only a question of time. So if you had, a couple of years of experience in automation, that would have been a big advantage. Manual.
Yeah, that's true. But basically, the company which I worked back in India, I applied for automation, but they had the manual testing, the higher limit of manual testing itself. So that's what it's going on. But I have the knowledge. That's not about the.
Sure. I hope you will get it soon, and good luck, and keep us posted. Okay.
Yeah. Thank you. Gautham sir.
You're welcome. Yeah. Take care.
ايش يعني؟ Oh wait, sorry, I'm unmuted.
So I have Prasad. Oh, sorry, Banu and Sadaf. Sadaf, yes, please.
Yeah, hi, Gautam sir.
I'm sorry for that, please. Yeah.
I got scared. I was like, is it
Sorry.
happening from my side? No problem, sir.
No, it
That's
was
okay.
not. There's some silly cameras out there.
I understand, no problem. So, Gautam sir, my situation is a little unique. Actually, I spoke to Girish as well, and he said we need a confirmation from you because the situation is a little twisted. So,
Mhm.
I completed my studies from Conestoga.
Mhm.
I received my work permit approval via email, and I came
Oh.
back to India due to a family emergency. I did not get that stamped on my passport, you know, or whatever needs to be done after that. So from India, if I have to go, I have to do a TRV, right? Now, in the TRV, where I'm supposed to mention the person or the institution that I'm visiting, should I write my college's name and mention that they're going to help me with the placement and I will consult them after I go and look for a job? Or should I simply just mention a friend's name and address because this is not a regular visit visa?
So
So,
what do you mean by not a regular visit visa, Vicky? I just want to understand.
so I have an open work permit, right? So to enter Canada, I'm doing a TRV. Yeah.
Oh. So it is, so basically it is asking the name of the person?
Or the institution I'll be visiting, and it's a mandatory field.
Oh, you can just put in Conestoga College. That's not anything. That's not really relevant out there. Okay.
Oh, I was a little concerned, so I wanted to confirm it.
Not that. You can just write a short explanation letter that I have graduated and this is my TRV. No big issue on that.
Perfect. And one thing I also wanted to ask you was, how much funds should I show? I have like 5,000 Canadian dollars in my Scotia account. Will that be fine?
You have a valid postgraduate work permit. That is fine, but no issues.
Okay.
Even
No
if
problem,
you
sir.
a couple of $1,000, it is still fine.
All right, perfect. And I was also a little confused about the dates I should mention on the form for my stay. What should be the start date, sir? Would it be the start date I received my work permit approval on?
So the start date, usually the system will only take today.
Today, okay. So
But
I'll
if
just,
you try to put in previous dates, it will not
it
take.
will not take it. Okay. So I'll put the date I'm submitting the application on, and I'll put the end date for the day my work permit is expiring.
Yes.
Okay, sir. Perfect. And one last question I have is regarding employment. So while I was in Canada, I did
Just
do.
hello. Yes. Yeah, better send me a message on WhatsApp. You'll get a Zoom link. I'm in Zoom now. Okay. Okay. Yeah, please.
Yeah, sorry. So I was just wanting to know regarding the employment. So while I was in Canada, I did two jobs. One was part-time while I was studying. One was after the study was over, while I was waiting for my work permit to come. It was full-time. Both of them were on the SIN. So in my employment, in that section where they asked me about the employment, do I have to mention both of these as well?
Part-time employment is not mandatory to include. And if you're currently, if you're currently working, indicate your current employer. That's it.
No, currently I'm not. So current will be NA, and probably I'll mention the full time and the job before that in India.
You're not working, no part-time job as well?
No, I'm in India, right? I came for a family emergency. Yeah.
You came to UK, you're in India.
Yeah.
So that's fine, no issues on that. For TRV, there's not really an issue as long as you have a valid postgraduate work permit. It's fine. You can indicate unemployed, and that's okay.
Okay, fine, sir. And someone was telling me that I should write a detailed SOP explaining my situation. So that
it is a normal TRV you're applying. You have a valid postgraduate work permit, so it's fine.
Okay. I think I was overthinking it, but I really appreciate it.
It's fine, but you don't stress yourself. When you're doing it for the first time, things are very intimidated. But again, it's not really an issue. You can go ahead and you can submit your TRV. You can write a short explanation letter. Okay.
Sure, sir. Thank you so much. I really appreciate your help.
You're welcome. Yeah. Take care.
Yeah. You too. Bye.
Bye. Sonam, let me unmute you, Sonam.
Hello, good morning, sir.
Good morning, Sonam.
Sir, sir, actually, I wanted to discuss about my case. I mean, I had applied for e-learning design program at Lambton College, and initially it was the application with my kid and spouse, which was unfortunately refused. And then I started studying online and reapplied. And
I remember talking to you. Yes, yeah. I think we.
yes, sir. So when I spoke to you last time, it was like since I was already studying, so I wanted to reapply for the same program. But then when it was refused again, then I, thought of, going for the master's program, changing my program. And then when I applied for GCMS notes, it took some time to, get my GCMS. And when I received those notes, my application was already in process. So I couldn't help it. And sir, like I had already, invested so much of my time into the same. I mean, I completed my first semester online for the same program, and now I have taken the refund from the college. And sir, I wanted to know, like, is there any scope of changing the program and getting admission into the masters, like masters in education or masters in educational leadership? Anil sir guided me for this program from Trinity Western University earlier, but sir, that time because my application was in process, so I couldn't take that step.
Okay.
So can we defend this and go ahead with the like master's program now? What would you suggest?
So once you have a visa refusal is always a pain. It doesn't mean that many students. I know one student who was in fact approved visa on the 6th time.
Okay.
Right. So very important to understand. Sonam, आप कहाँ से Sonam? Remind me.
Sir, I'm from Delhi NCR, Faridabad basically.
Faridabad se aap. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Faridabad, is it before Ghaziabad or after Ghaziabad?
So basically, like, I'm born and brought up in Gurgaon. So I'm, married here in Faridabad. So I'm not much aware of this place. I think Ghaziabad is touching UP side. So
UP.
this is in this is near to Delhi, yes, sir.
Okay, okay. So what is your current job?
Sir, I was working as a primary teacher in Delhi Public School, and I have a 2-year-old kid now. So when my child was born, I took a sabbatical, and now I was planning to restart my job. But then, I decided to, if I get a chance to, enter into the master's program, then most probably I would not like to go into the job right now, and would like to continue with my studies first.
Okay.
So it's been almost 2 years. Sir, it's been almost 2 years, like I'm not employed now.
Okay, that's a big disadvantage when you're not employed. And what is your bachelor's stream and percentage?
Sir, I did my BBA in 2013, and I scored approximately 68% in BBA. Then I have done my bachelor's in education. I scored 74% in that. And I have also done master's in economics, in which I scored about 65-66%. And then after that, I have experience into teaching.
And what were you teaching, Sana?
So primary grades.
Primary grades.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Sir, I discussed my profile with Shuchi ma'am as well, and I shared my GCMS notes with her, wherein it is clearly stated about the course irrelevance, like this stated, like I've done.
I told you as well when we first spoke.
Yes, sir, absolutely.
That it was not the best choice, right?
Yes.
We definitely try Viti, but once you have a visa refusal, it is a pain, and being unemployed is definitely a challenge as well.
Okay,
right?
sir.
You can definitely, from the perspective, you have, I think a logical reason, because you have, you're a full-time mom and it's not a small child, and you have to take a sabbatical, right? So
yes,
from, from that perspective, I definitely understand, but once you have a refusal, it's a 50-50 meeting.
Okay, sir.
You have good academics, you have multiple degrees, so might work out. But let's look at, sorry, just give me a second. Hello.
Hi, this is Priyal. What about you guys can also help in like I lost my passport, so
Betty, send a message on WhatsApp. You'll get a Zoom link and you can join the Zoom link. Okay.
okay, sure.
Yeah. So we can go ahead and try. We don't really, usually we don't take students who are refused. It comes with so much of moral responsibility, to be honest. And also, I would say, it also affects our reputation as well if a visa is refused, right? People talk in the social media. They don't know the background, but again, but we are very careful in taking in students who are refused because we put in so much and effort. We don't charge anything. All our services are free, right? And
Yes,
only
sir.
the pool we will, we will get paid. So for refused students, right? So it's a bit of a challenge. You also, I would also advise you to think about, a legal representation, given that you had a previous refusal.
Okay.
Something which we might be able to, I might be considering, but it does take a lot of time, this Sonam. So yeah, we can, I think next week we will have this application Wavy Marathon with Trinity Western University, and we can take it forward from there. Okay.
Okay. Sir, I have one concern. Like, I'm really interested for this program. However, like, will they not question, like, when the candidate was so persistent into the e-learning program earlier? So, like, is it justifiable? Like, can we defend this thing? Like earlier, like I was thinking that way, like due to COVID, the teaching things have changed and whatever. But now I'm interested in going for the master's program. Like, how are we going to defend this thing?
See, it's basically your personal interest, again, where you confirm that you are interested to pursue the program and the future career prospects. It's basically explaining your reason why you choose this program and the future career prospects.
Okay, sir. So can we apply for the next main take 2023 or the September 2022?
Yes, Betty, we can apply.
Okay.
What are you doing now? It's you're a full-time mom, right? You're taking care of your
Yes,
child.
sir. But sir, at the same time, I'm also getting an opportunity to join the same institution back now. So what do you suggest? Like right now, should I take the job?
Yes, I would definitely advise you to take the job, irrespective of the salary, so that you have your relevant work experience continue.
Okay, sir. So in that case, we can even go for the next main take also. Like if I start working now.
Yes, please go ahead. Yeah.
Okay. So whom should I contact for the same? Shuchi ma'am?
Yeah, be in touch with Suchi and Abhinav, and we are here every day. This Zoom link is, this Zoom link is active every day from 10:30 a.m. India time. Okay.
Okay.
Me or Anilji, we are all here.
Okay, sir. It was a big relief speaking with you, sir. I was really in too much stress. And, Shuchi ma'am only told me to discuss all the things with you because she said, like, she must have shared my GCMS notes also with you. So
Yes,
she said, yes, sir. So according to you, this program would be more suitable with for my profile.
Yes, this is definitely suitable, especially if you have a job and you are working, and it makes more sense from. Remember, Betty, in general, Sonam, the visa approval rate from India is about 70 to 80%, right?
Yes, sir.
Always do our best, but again, this is such an important, but again, it is a blessing. Wherever you are, it is the same story. It is working hard, taking care of your family, spending your good time with your family. It is still the same thing. It doesn't mean people, if people don't come to Canada, they are not happy. If people are living in Africa or Latin America, they are not. We just have to be content with what we have. If it works out, well and good. If it doesn't work out, every day is a blessing. Do your best to ensure that your life first as a priority is brings joy to you and your family, and then to the other people around you.
Absolutely,
It's
sir.
the same story. You know, see, I'm 47 and I don't get to sleep. I slept only 5 hours yesterday. Right? It's the same story. It's not just about money, definitely. You know, I appreciate so many people coming every day with Zoom without advertisement. We have hundreds of applicants reaching out to CIP, and you know, it is very difficult. I have so much things to do. I go to bed, like I went to bed at 2:30 and I woke up at 8. Right? So it's the same thing. Work, life, work, life, work, life. US, Canada, or everywhere, it's still the same thing. Sometimes I have days where I might not even go out for 4 or 5 days non-stop. No time
Yes.
to go. Okay.
And people wonder, like, we want to leave India just because of, you know, better lifestyle in Canada, but at the end of the day it is the same, because eventually we are working there also.
Exactly. We are working. The difference, yes, the quality of life, the air, basic things. Right? Like my mom gets up in the morning and she is 70 and still she has to, you know, pani bahar jaake pani banna hai, kyunki we don't have basic things like water. We don't have, you know, good ecology out there, right? These basic things also make a lot of distance. Road pe agar, even if you're driving, you know, traffic sense. Right? These things, unfortunately, we have such a strong country, biggest democracy, but the whole system is corrupt and the whole system is so dysregulated, right?
Very true.
Yeah, other than that, like life is seen everywhere. So if it works out, well and good. If not, you know.
Yes, sir. But sir, under your guidance, at least I wanted to give it a try, because earlier when I got to know about you, you know, I had already, you know, my application was already in the process. So same thing I told to Anil sir also earlier, like, you know, but now I have taken the refund, and with your guidance, hopefully, like I'm really hoping my best. You know, rest, it is my destiny.
In reality, Betty, it is your profile, your work experience which makes the difference. We only guide you through the process. We can't make miracles if the profile is
Yes,
good.
sir. Yes, true.
Take it forward. I wish you good luck. Be in touch with
Thank you, sir. Sure.
And we are here every day. Okay.
Sure, sir. Sure. It was pleasure talking to you, sir. Thank you so much for your time.
You're welcome. Take care. Sure. I think Mr. Prasad joined in and then he had a meeting, he's exited. If Prasad Garu? Prasad? Okay, I think I have to unmute. Yeah, sorry.
Yes.
Yeah, sorry, Andy. Yeah.
Yes, sir. Sorry.
No, sorry for that. Yeah.
Yeah, actually, I was at work and it was for one of my nephew who is interested to come to Canada. I'm already a citizen here, and he has done his MBA, and he has around 2 or 3 years, like gap or some sort of work experience. I can call it like in IT field. Maybe 2 or 3 years. I was calling him. He said that he was outside. We both want to join, so that but he's outside. So I just wanted to know some things and let him know so that we can talk in detail sometime after he comes back, or maybe tomorrow. And since he is my sister's son, I think I have I can contribute some points to him by sponsoring or something like that. So I just wanted to request you some advice regarding, is it good for him to come as a student or come as an immigrant?
So unfortunately, Prasad Garu, so 2 things. When we talk about the express entry immigration, it is a point-based system, and points are for the age, up to 29, they get the maximum points. Education, masters, work experience, 3 years or more, and the most important part is IELTS 8 or higher. But unfortunately, what has happened is, because of the COVID, the government, there was a backlog and the government paused the whole federal skilled worker program. So So the score CRS, so they will only resume from July. So it's always almost been a pause more than a year now. So the CRS score, there are many people who have 8 or higher IELTS. Some have PhD, some have relatives here, some have French language as well. So the scores are very, right?
Okay.
So unfortunately, PR for him will not be enough.
Okay, but you know, sorry to interrupt you, but we went through the point system, and we feel that he's getting 67 points with some medium IELTS score. So even if we get 67, it need not be picked up, right? They need not pick it up. So it's
so
like,
are you looking at a PNP or this federal skilled?
Federal skilled.
So federal skill, again, what you do is just go to Google and do CRS tool. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so here you will see it's a difference. So what we are talking about is the express entry CRS score, not the qualifying. Qualifying, most people will qualify, but it doesn't mean that they will get the 500. You're looking at, if you have about 470 to 480 points, then there is an opportunity here. So I'll send you this link. CRS tool, basically, it's very simple out here. You can just go through this and what is the marital status, married, and it will show the scores. Okay. If you have checking in, please reach out to me. It's a pretty much easy process. But he will most likely, without the IELTS score, he will most likely have 400 plus, but definitely not 470. So unfortunately, that is not an option. Okay. Second.
Okay. So if you, please go ahead. Yeah, sorry.
You were talking about the studies. Okay. So 3 things are very important when we talk about the study visa. Right. One, academics are very important. Okay. So minimum what visa officers look at is about 60%, especially in the core subjects with no backlogs. Right. That's the first, academics.
No, he has already passed his, even if he has backlogs, he has passed that. You mean first attempt, something like that?
Yes. So if a student has 6, 7, 8, 10 backlogs or multiple backlogs, even if he passed, it shows his academic abilities, and the more the number of backlogs, the higher is the risk of refusal. Okay. So that is the first, academic. Second, language abilities. The higher the IELTS, the better from the visa perspectives. Third, the relevant program. The program of study should be relevant to his current job, future career prospects, and it should not be a repetition. For example, if he already studied an MBA program, right? So the other program, the new program, what he is planning to do should not be a repetition of what he studied MBA. It should be relevant, but it should not be repetition. Okay. So very important for you to check what is his current work experience, which program would make sense for him to study. So please ask him to join the Zoom session. I will talk to him, and then we can take it forward, and I can explain him what are the program based on his work experience. But again, once a person, we have many students approved study visas with MBA for project management and some specialty IT courses. But if it is a business background, his work experience, MBA covers most of the business, and it is marketing and international global business, and all these programs usually are included in the MBA curriculum. So choice of the programs are very limited.
So I may be interested to proceed, and I want some more details. Is it possible I can get some of your time?
Sure, Andy, but very important.
Personally.
And involve him. It is it is a learning process for him. So please have him. This is a Zoom session from 10:30 India time. My team is here. So this Zoom link is active for about 12 hours, and we want to ensure that students get the right support. So we do free consultation every day. So he can talk to our India team during the daytime, and he can talk to me from 9 a.m. here till 12, usually around 12, sometimes till 1 o'clock. I'm here, so he can reach out and talk to me.
Okay, so he can just join to get some knowledge as well, right?
Already. And
Okay.
so for many people, this is for you, because this is the first time, it might be a bit of a difficult, but it's a generalized process. There's a very standard requirement from IRCC. So if he's here listening for about half an hour, 1 hour, and we also have a Facebook group, and there are almost about 50,000 people in this journey, same journey out there. Do share with him, and he will also get updates on what is happening out there.
Okay, sure, sir. Sure, Andy. Thank you.
Sure, Andy. మీరేం చేస్తారండి ప్రసాద్ గారు? What do you do?
నేను ఐటీలో అండి.
దేంట్లో అండి? In what is your domain in IT?
అంటే మల్టిపుల్ ప్రాజెక్ట్స్ లో చేశాను సార్ నేను. అంటే నేను మేబీ లైక్ I'll share with you, like, no problem.
The reason why I was asking, maybe if you're an experienced person in IT, what would you be able to give a couple of minutes advice to international students who are coming here to study IT?
No, like, now basically I'm before coming to India, before coming from India, I was in a different field. Then I upgraded myself. Of course, I had a degree there, BSc Computer Science, but in India, I didn't work in the field. After coming here, I upgraded myself, and I'm now a quality QA analyst.
That's right.
So of course my kids are
quality assurance, yes.
My kids, like, my kids are they studied here in Canadian universities. They are developers and something like that.
Your advice to international students, and does Canada have the opportunity for IT from your perspective? I mean, we know, but just what
compared to you, I don't even know 1%, sir. So in my field, if you ask me, yes, if you have the talent, you will get a job
in software.
Yes, of course. Now I made up around more than 9 years of I came long back, and I'm a citizen for more than 7-8 years now. So you might be knowing, like, I made a lot of experience here. So based on my experience, finding another job it's not difficult. So once, see, basically it's everyone's story. Whoever, if someone comes to Canada on a job right away, like they have the cake in their hand, landing. They land there, they go to next day, they go to the office not first month. Here it is first 2 weeks they get back some money, right? So that was not my story. I just landed with my family here. It was just like I landed somewhere in the forest. I don't know anyone. Like 12-13 years back, there were no, at least, people who speak my language, Telugu or something like that, right? It was difficult to find someone. If I find someone, I'll go to them like I saw something, like. So it was like that. So after that, I had kids. Basically, actually, I came for my kids' education, not for my career. I just came to play a supporting role for them. I learn some money, pay them. Yes. So pay some rent and provide them facilities so that they can do their studies without any hardships, right? So that was my actual role. So I am doing something like, rather, I'm happy here.
That's good.
So my goal is achieved now, like.
Sure, that's nice. Yeah, we all come here for the sake of our kids.
Yes.
Exactly. Yeah, sure. And I understand. Yeah, I came here as an international student. I'm 47, and I came here when I was 38.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's been not an easy path as well, but happy to.
I too came in. I think 46, or at that time we were allowed to come. Now that age is not allowed. I was lucky, right? Maybe after that they removed. After 35 years, you are losing points. In my time, up to 45, I got the same 10 points.
Sure.
Hyderabad.
Are you in Canada Telugu Network, Prasad?
తెలుగు లేదండి. If you want, I can join. లేదు, కొన్నిట్లో ఉన్నాను.
So there is an organization which I started with a couple of Canada Telugu Network is a non-profit organization, and we have about almost about 1,500 families in the network.
Okay.
Yeah, and then I'll add you to this. There's a WhatsApp network, and we don't really do most cultural events like Taka does, but we do summer picnics, we do mentorship sessions more as a supportive role than doing.
No, actually, మాకు తెలిసిన ఒక ఆమె మీ రెఫరెన్స్ ఇచ్చింది సార్. ఆమె మీ గ్రూప్ లో ఉంది యాక్చువల్లీ. సో దట్స్ హౌ ఐ గాట్ ఇన్ టచ్ విత్ యూ. యా.
So please have your nephew join us, and we'll be happy to advise him.
Okay. మీ గ్రూప్ ఏంటి సార్? What is your group?
Canada Telugu Network. It's a non-profit association. Then Facebook group, I send the Facebook group link here, and also it is the same. You have an auto message from me, and you have the details on there, and I can add later in the Canada Telugu Network, and you will be in touch with the community.
Okay, sir. Thank you so much for your time, sir, and thank you so much. Yeah. Okay.
Thank you. Yeah.
Good day, Andy.
Okay. Yes, Rajesh and Anmol. Rajesh, if you don't mind, Rajesh, please, you've been waiting for some time. Let me talk to Raman from Ukraine, and then we can take it forward. Raman, здравствуйте, Raman. Вы меня слышите, Raman?
Алло, да, слышно.
Да, Роман, да.
У меня быстрый вопрос по поводу страны, где находится жена. Нужно ли указывать в travel history страну, где она сейчас находится?
Да, укажите, ничего страшного, укажите, что она сейчас находится, и там, где адрес проживания, тоже укажите, что вы сейчас...
Там есть закладка personal details, contact information. Я указал of the applicant. Я указал, где находится, и адрес дал. А если дальше идти по закладкам, там activities, travel history, то там вопрос возник, нужно ли указывать ту страну, где она сейчас. Просто там, когда заполняешь, например, приехал в апреле, и надо указать последний месяц, по который ты находишься, то есть это по апрель. Ну, а это получается, нету такого поставить ongoing.
Да, можно указать, где вы сейчас находитесь, ничего страшного, адрес ваш, да, residential address. Можно.
Personal details этого хватит, да, я думаю?
Это хватит, да.
И еще один такой вопрос. Я когда в Великобританию подавал на визу, то были документы, документы я сам переводил и подписывал. Обязательно ли квалифицированного переводчика или хватает, например, как для Великобритании, перевести самому и внизу написать, что там согласно...
Если у вас есть возможности, делайте с переводчиком. Если у вас нет возможности, вы сейчас где-то в военной зоне, тогда, пожалуйста, делайте себя и подписывайте так же, как вы сделали по Великобритании.
Да, я понял. Хорошо. Там я писал, I hereby confirm that the translation correctly reflects the original document. И...
Такое писали, да?
И фотографии.
Сейчас им дают. Даже без перевода уже меня люди пишут, что без перевода уже тоже дают.
Получается, да? Все, спасибо. Да. Это два вопросика было такое.
Отказ пока не видел я вообще.
Я понял. Все, благодарю.
Удачи вам, команда. Rajesh? Rajesh or Anmol? Banu, you're back. Banu, you wanted to ask anything, Banu? Yeah, I've unmuted Banu.
Hi, Gautam.
Yes, Banu.
Is my voice audible?
Yes, I can hear you, please.
Yeah. Sorry to come back again and disturb you. Actually, one of my friend was suggesting that could he drop in second PGWP application?
No. If you have an already active postgraduate work permit application, it is not possible. Okay.
It's not possible.
If you are worried about that, what you could do is you can go and do a flag polling.
I tried that yesterday, but they said that I don't have the confirmation to do that. letter, no. So it says that I just applied.
Which many students do not receive it and had applied. So which border did you go to?
I don't know.
Which border did you go to? Rainbow Bridge?
Yeah, I think so. This side itself, Niagara Falls.
So Niagara Falls is very busy. There is a border besides Niagara Falls, Lewiston.
Lewiston, okay.
Go there. Niagara Falls is pretty busy. They send back a lot of people.
Okay.
Okay. Check Lewiston, and they seem to be, I had many students who went there. They seem to be much more helpful.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Yeah. Thanks for that.
Let me know, Bano, how it works out. But once there is an active application, you cannot submit one more application. Not really advisable to do that.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yes. Yeah. Anmol?
Hi. Rashika this side.
Yeah. Hello. Yes.
Yeah, Rashika this side. Actually,
Yes.
sir, I've got few queries. I was in touch with
my student in York, right?
Yeah, correct, sir.
Yeah, sorry, Betty, I couldn't get back to you. It's been a bit of a stress. Is the last 2
Yes, I
weeks.
know.
Yeah, please.
I understand. But yeah, I've got some urgent queries, so I thought that I should join the Zoom session.
Yes,
Because
please.
Nihal also. So the thing is that my visa is expiring on 30th, right? You remember. So what I wanted was some kind April.
30th of April, and today is 28th already. Oh my God. Yeah.
No, I've already sent all my documents to Nihil, I guess day before yesterday. So I was in contact with him. But the thing is that he just wanted me to confirm it with you right now, that whether the thing that he has suggested can work in that way or not. So what I wanted to do basically was I needed some kind of extension. So that in the meantime I can arrange the transcripts from my university, because York is taking a little longer, and my course, it ended on 18th of April. So I guess they need 3 to 4 weeks to get the official transcripts.
What you could do, Betty, is generally what you could do is you can submit your postgraduate work permit. You're applying for study permit extension, right? Or postgraduate work permit, study permit.
See, the thing is that I wanted to sort things out beforehand. So that if I get the job in those 15-20 days, so I would apply for the postgraduate work permit. If I don't, I would go ahead for the second course. What exactly am I saying? I just don't want to risk it. But I've been getting calls, so it's just like that. Kuch jagahon par I have to go and give the interviews, and ek do jagah par it's pending. So I just have to make a call. So I just need those 15 to 20 days ka jo extended time hai na. So that is why I was wondering, can I apply for the extension on the basis of transcripts? Ki transcript delayed hai.
Too late to do it. It is, by the time you get the decision, it might be 2 or 3 months.
Yeah. And in between,
so see, very difficult situation, Betty. You're looking at, you're taking a big risk where you are still not sure about going for a second course. You're looking for a job. You should have done it before. You should have applied for an extension for an additional 2 or 3 months, because your study permit is expiring in April 13. The problem, you will not get anything now. You will have a maintained or implied status, but by the time you get a decision, it might be 90 days, it might be 120 days. And that will complicate your situation to apply your postgraduate work permit. It is your choice. If you want to risk, you could go ahead. You can go ahead and submit your study permit extension now. And, but the concern is, it is always safe to apply for postgraduate work permit before your study permit expires. Okay. So, yeah, I wouldn't risk, what has happened with the CEC draws, right? There's been, from last September, there have not been any CEC draws, and there are hundreds of students who from the September, December are unlucky, even though they have an extension of 18 months now. There are many students who missed from September as well, and it's a I would advise you to stay safe, because on your status, Anmol situation will also depend.
Yeah.
Right, in the future. So play safe, take it slow, go for a second course, and you will get a 3-year postgraduate work permit and आराम से कर सकते हो सब. There are so many things which I have seen personally, Biti. Rachika, I have seen employers, promising jobs and they did not get the jobs, right? They did not get the jobs. I have seen students starting the jobs and after 3 or 4 months, they were fired. And when you have only 12 months of postgraduate work permit, you don't have the luxury of waiting for another 2 or 3 months to find you find your next job, right? When students got into accidents and they had to leave their jobs. I had seen when students' parents were sick, right? We had one student, I remember, he insisted on going a 1-year program, I think Kunal, and his parents met with an accident. They were in ICU. Luckily, everything worked out, but he could not go home.
Okay.
And one student whose parents' father passed away and he could not go home.
Oh, I see. Okay, but just one last query. If we go and apply for this extension on the basis of transcripts and all, and by the time I'm expecting my transcripts to arrive in the 2nd week or maybe 3rd week of May. So after getting the transcripts, by that time I would be pretty much sure that whether do I want to apply for my work permit or my study permit.
I cannot advise you on that. I'll be very honest. My concern is now once your study permit is expired, applying for a postgraduate work permit will be a pain. Okay.
But anyway, I wouldn't have been able to apply for the work permit now because I was not having all those documents that are being.
Apply for postgraduate work permit the same way you can explanation letter saying that I have applied for my postgraduate work permit. I am waiting for my transcript. I will upload them through the web form later once I receive them.
Okay. So I mean, there's no way that I could, get the extension for.
You should have done it before and you should have played safe. At this time, it's too risky. I wouldn't advise. If you want to go ahead, your choice. But again, I'm not sure what happens if you apply for study permit and then when the time comes to apply for your postgraduate work permit, you will have to write an explanation letter stating that my study permit is no longer valid. However, I had applied, I thought that I will continue my studies for a 2nd program. Now I changed my mind and I want to apply for my postgraduate work permit, right? So what is the question here? You are no longer intending to pursue your 2nd program. As such, your study permit application doesn't make sense.
Yeah. Okay.
I wouldn't advise you to do that. Okay?
Okay. Thank you so much, sir.
You're welcome, Betty. Take care. Please save. It will save you a lot of peace of mind. This $50,000 is peanuts compared to the peace of mind.
I'm sorry to interrupt here. I think Rcic also has an offer letter for 2nd programs and she has paid
I know. Yes, Nihilji. That's what I'm saying. She has an acceptance letter in York, I think, for the 2nd program, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So go ahead, Betty. I wouldn't take risk.
Okay.
Right. When I didn't take risk as well. I went for the 2 programs, even though I was almost 40. I went with an option where I know it was a lot of money, time, but I wanted to ensure that I have the sufficient buffer time to have a 3-year postgraduate work permit.
Yes. Okay, sir.
Only option of the situation is, if you get married and Anmol goes to another program, then you can get back to open work permit based on Anmol student status. Right?
Yeah.
For example, you get married, okay, and Anmol continues to his 2nd program. He will get a 3-year postgraduate work permit, and you change your postgraduate work permit to spouse open work permit.
What we were planning was that none of us had to do the 2nd course. We
spent a lot of money studying in Australia. You came here all the way. It took so much time and effort for you also, right? How long were you planning all this? So it's not worth the risk.
Okay. Perfect, sir. Okay. Yeah. Thank you so much. Have a nice day.
Take care.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Yeah, thanks, Neil.
Доброго дня.
Welcome, sir.
Доброго дня, Мила.
Хочу задати вам запитання. Підкажіть, будь ласка, при заповненні анкети заповнюю зараз. Виникло питання щодо адреси дитини. Тут є графа, де вказано, чи does this child have the same address as you? Мені вказувати, що дитина зараз знаходиться зі мною, але якщо у нас юридично різні адреси при реєстрації,
Да. То, что адрес прописка фактически не имеет значения, тут укажите ваш настоящий адрес, где вы живете. Если вы вместе живете ребенком, укажите просто same address.
Так. Ага, дякую. А скажіть ще одне запитання. Що стосується того, що коли вказуєш чоловік, якщо в анкеті вказую лише себе і доньку, бо чоловік наразі не може виїжджати, але там є запитання, чи буде чоловік вас супроводжувати, і там є така графа, що навіть якщо він пізніше до вас приєднається, треба вказати так.
Ну, а можете мне экран показать?
К сожалению, не могу. Я могу прочитать, потому что я с телефона звоню, а у меня на ноутбуке.
А у вас нет ноутбука в Zoom? Вы можете туда обратно?
Нет, к сожалению, в ноутбуке у меня нет Zoom. Здесь такой вопрос. Will you, spouse, common law partner, accompany you to Canada? Answer yes, even if you...
или нет?
Что?
Вы указали анкетах, вы создали для него отдельно или нет?
Не, у него будет отдельная анкета, да, я составляю только...
Это вопрос, когда идет во время заполнения до ребенка, правильно?
Да, у меня анкета только для меня и для ребенка, да.
Это вопрос у анкеты ребенка, правильно?
Нет, это вопрос в моей анкете, и здесь написано will your spouse or common law partner accompany you to Canada. Это вопрос там, где замужем вы или статус вас ваш.
Нет, он сейчас с вами не едет, не собирается сейчас, да? Тогда укажите.
Да. Ага, все, спасибо вам большое.
Если что, там, пожалуйста, присоединитесь с ноутбуком, Zoom устанавливают буквально пару минут.
Все, благодарю вас. Благодарю вас, спасибо.
Удачи вам. Да.
Спасибо.
Да. Rajesh, you've been here for some time, Rajesh?
Yeah. Yes, sir. Hi, sir.
Hello, Rajesh. Yeah, thank you for waiting. Yes, please, Rajesh.
Yeah, sir. I'm a master student who is waiting for my visa. From last Jan. I have started studying my masters through online from September 2021. I even completed 2 semesters from India. And the sad thing is, I haven't even received any message from IRCC regarding my first file, which I was filed on June 9th of 2021. I didn't even got a refusal or an approval. The last thing that I have got was on August 5th, I received that my biometrics got updated. So in Feb 2022, I thought my file got stuck somewhere, so that I applied for an withdrawal and I filed a new file on Feb 11th. And even in this new file, I was not getting any updates. Like I don't even have my medicals got updated or my biometrics got updated. So as I completed 1 year, things are getting pretty hard for me here, like paying all those fees and staying at home. Yeah, you might know my.
Which city are you from, Ramesh?
Sir, I'm from Guntur, sir.
Guntur. Are you in touch with Yashwant from my team?
Sir, no, sir.
No. So
this is my first time that I was contacting CPI.
So who is your CIP? Yeah, who is your consultant?
IDP, sir. IDP.
Yeah, Ramesh. So when did you submit for your visa?
The fresh one or the reapplied one, sir?
The first time.
Yes, sir. On June 9th, 2021, sir.
That is very strange. Okay. So then after that, so did you?
Yes, sir. I got my medicals got updated on July 15th of 2021, and I gave my biometrics on August 5th of 2021, and it got updated the same day. And after that, I tried.
Did you have any previous US visa refusals?
No, sir. I don't have any. Like I completed my BTech in 2021.
And what is your bachelor's stream and percentage?
Information technology, sir, and my percentage is 80.
Very good. And which university do you have acceptance?
Sir, our Bishop's University, sir, Quebec.
Quebec Bishops. You could have gotten a better university. Now 80% is pretty good.
Yeah, yes, sir. But I don't know. I got refusals from the university saying that I don't meet their academic requirements.
Which universities did you get refusal?
Yeah, sir. I applied for Lakehead. I applied for something in Toronto. I don't actually remember that name. And Montreal.
I'm surprised. Even Lakehead also.
Yes, sir.
Oh my God, so much competitive. And Montreal, which McGill or Concordia?
No, sir. No. In Montreal, it is
Concordia.
Yes, sir. Concordia, right? Concordia, sir.
Also refused 80%.
Yes, sir.
Oh my God.
Like I even have some national-wide competitive first places and second places, and I even have all India certificate of baseball, and I was pretty active in both sports and studies. My SOP was strong like that, but I don't know why I got refusal.
Yes, timing is also very important.
Yes,
We have very limited institutions, and it is advisable to apply very early.
Sir, I applied on November 24th of 2020, sir.
For which intake?
For September 2021 intake, sir.
But still, I am shocked. I'm shocked.
Yes, sir. Me too.
Yeah, that was a very, that was because of the COVID, there was a lot of issues and very high demand. So anyway, but I'm very surprised with what is happening.
Yes, sir. Sir, my concern is that my file is getting my file is taking this much time because of my province or something like that, or is there anything that I can do?
Usually this happens when the visa officers, when your file goes into some additional investigation.
Okay.
Okay. Well, how about your finances? What did you indicate on your finances? What did you pay?
I paid my full GIC.
Okay.
And my father's yearly, like what you can say that it is 9 lakhs, and I don't think I have a problem with that also, sir. Even I spoke with many consultants like IDP and something. I even contacted Lead Scholar also.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Do you have any friends or relatives here?
No, sir. I don't have any friends or relatives there. Like I have friends. Like I made friends from this university. Like we used to do works in groups. So I made some friends in this Bishop's University.
Mm-hmm. So the reason why I was just thinking, one is
yes, sir.
Yeah, so getting back to what we are doing, it's basically, I would say, if you had anybody here in Canada, any relative, they could go to their local MP and request IRCC to check in, right? Here, every member of parliament, they have a legion where they can have somebody go and check. It is very unusual. What is happening to you is very unusual.
Okay, so
who advised you to reapply again for the second time?
Yeah, like I spoke with 2 or 3 consultants. They told me that why are you waiting for this much time? You might have reapplied earlier. So
not really advisable to apply 2 times under the same visa category. Okay, so not much. Again, the best thing you can do is if you have friends in Quebec, ask them to go to the local MP office and ask them to get it expedited. Tell them, this is, I'm here, my name is so and so. I'm coming to the office, I'm requesting your help for my friend. He had applied in June, and till now he has not received any decision.
Okay.
That is the best thing you can do.
Okay. Okay, sir. I will try to do that, and I have some more doubts regarding my PW like post graduation work permit. I studied 1 year from India, and I also continue my study in this summer also. I have to do a project, so I would also complete that. Since IRCC gave permission to study outside Canada from to August 31st, 2022, right? So I would like to utilize that time also because I don't want to waste time. So, so what do you suggest, sir? Do you want me to continue, or do you want me to take a break?
Unless your university is giving you an approved leave of absence, so there is approved leave of absence. So if you want to take a break, you have to request your university give approved leave of absence. If not, you will not be eligible for postgraduate work permit. So it should not have gap in their studies. They should not have unauthorized break.
Okay.
So unfortunately, you have no option but to continue unless the university is giving you a scheduled break.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. And on beforehand, I was thinking I was planning for my future that if I completed my summer semester from here in India and I haven't received anything from IRCC after August 31st also, if they are not going to extend the permission, and I still have one more semester to complete. So at that time, if my university gave me permission to take a semester break because I have one more year to complete my masters, but I have to complete only once. But I will be having only one semester to complete. So yes. So is it okay to take that break, sir? If my university provides me with the permission.
If they give you a approved leave of absence, you can. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Sure. Yeah. Guys, just give me a second. Ramesh, good luck, Rajesh, and keep us posted. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, Rajesh, keep us. Are you in a Facebook group, Rajesh?
Yes, sir. I'm in your Facebook group. Like one of my sisters suggested you, and I messaged you through Facebook. That is how I got this Zoom link.
Very, very unfortunate. That is so sad. Yeah, so keep me posted and let me know if, see, reach out to me. Okay.
Okay.
Reach out to me if you don't hear in about 1.5 months. Reach out to me.
Okay. So if I don't get anything from IRCC in next 1 or 2 months, do you want me to reach out to you, right?
Yes, please. Let me see what I can do to help you.
Yes, sir. Sure, sir. So as a closure to this, so I will continue my study this summer semester also, and I will wait for my visa. Yes, sir. That is what I am going to do. Is it okay?
Yeah, keep me posted how it goes. Okay.
Okay, sir. Okay. And do you want me to contact with Ashwan, sir?
Yeah, be in touch with him. Just keep posted, okay? But don't not too much time.
Okay,
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 just let me know specific. You have update, no update. If no update, then I will try to go here. I know some my local MPs here, member of parliament. Maybe I can go and check with them later on. Okay, they
okay,
usually do it if it is somebody, but let me see how things go. Okay.
okay, sir.
Okay, then.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Great. It's great talking to you, sir. Thank you.
Take care of it.
Have a great day, sir.
Yeah, and yeah, kindly request all the people who have joined the Zoom session to post a short message, your name, and the city you are from. I will follow the order of the messages posted. Okay. Yeah, Shivam Singhal. Shivam, are you here, Shivam?
Hello, sir. Yeah, I'm. How are you, sir?
Yes, and Dilip, you are after Shivam. Okay. Yeah. Yes, Shivam. Please go ahead.
Hi, sir. How are you?
I'm good, Shivam. आप कैसे हो?
ठीक हूँ, sir.
How is your
Sir, she had that backache and all. So, sir, actually, we filed an application in December, and till now it's just medical updated. Even the applications that that have been applied after our application, they are getting response. So,
it's not consistent, Shivam. You know, there are some applications which are getting response. There are some applications which are pending. Because IRCC has different offices, different case units. So some are going front, some are, some have have an extended backlog. So, but again, what we know is things are pretty much fast. From a situation where people were waiting for 1 year, we have now such people who are within 3, 4, 5 months, we are getting decisions.
Yes, sir. I'm aware of this.
What she can do is, Shivam, what she can do is, like you just heard me talking as well. So have your wife go to a local MP, member of parliament. Okay.
Okay.
So they have a liaison officer. Every member of parliament, their responsibility, it is a legal, what they provide the legal services is, if any of the constituents have issues with the immigration, they can go to this department if there is any delay in the process, and they can have a reference letter. Your wife can go and explain that she has health issues and it is important for your husband to be here. They will reach out to the immigration. They will give a reference letter. They will contact immigration.
Okay. Okay, sir. And how can we figure out our local MP?
She, based on her address, she can Google and check in who is her local MP and connect with their office. She can call or email for an appointment.
Okay, sir. Okay. Yeah, we will try this path.
Okay, let me know how it goes.
Sure, sir. Sure. Thank you, sir.
Shivam, take care.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, sure. Dilip? Dilip?
Hi, sir. Hi, sir. How are you?
I'm fine, Dilip. How are you?
Fine, sir. Fine. Thank you.
Yeah.
Sir, actually, I mean, we did the payment for Constable College Cloud Data Management
Okay.
for Fall Tech. The offer letter which came is on 21st. It is very late, but today again I saw one more updated offer letter. Nothing is mentioned like updated, but I received one more mail stating that you have offer letter in your OCS portal, and I can see.
Okay, we are getting decisions, some decisions in 2 months, some decisions. So things are pretty much speeding up if it is for September intake.
No. Actually, the problem is the same course I received 2 times offer letter. Like one is on 21st and one is on 20th today. And yeah, and in based on the first offer letter, I did the payment. But I can see now the first year fees increased by 200 in the second offer letter.
Mm-hmm.
So will it be a problem? Again, I had to pay the payment, or can I go with this original, like the last offer letter?
So if there is no difference, sometimes the system, they might have updated the software or whatever it is.
No, the difference is there. $200 difference is there.
That is the reason. So the tuition fees might have been increased. So that is the reason they sent you a new acceptance letter. So go with the most recent one, what you have received.
Okay, in that case, we need to pay $200 more.
Exactly. With the last one, what you have received.
Okay. So in that case, if we pay $200 more, then they will provide like one more offer, payment letter with the total amount, or only $200.
So did you already pay the tuition fees?
Yeah, that's what. We already paid, and I received the same letter today, payment letter for Constable College today itself.
Well, that's fine. $200 is no big deal. If you have any friends or anybody here, they can pay it. Okay, that should be fine.
Okay.
Okay. If you have anybody here, not to waste the wire transfer fees, do you have any friends here, Dilip?
Yeah, I have, but in Toronto, not in Kitchener.
Doesn't matter. They can actually just add Conestoga College and they can transfer the payment to Conestoga College.
Okay. So
okay. Are you from CIP, Dilip?
Yeah, I'm from CIP only.
Can you call Yashwant from my team? Yashwant, do you have Yashwant's number?
Yes, I have Yashwant's number.
Yeah, Yashwant, the same, the same way we have Conestoga College, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so you can add Conestoga College as a payee and can send
Dilip, what is your name? Because I can't see your application in our portal.
Okay, actually, this is regarding my wife actually.
Okay, yeah.
Soumya Marpu, yeah.
Okay, Soumya Marpu. Okay, I think I only applied for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, na number undi sir Dilip garu దగ్గర.
Okay, yeah, please connect with him and he will show you how to apply. Okay.
Yeah, sure. And one more thing, sir, like I did draft version of SOP, and yesterday Anil sir's given me some suggestions. I made some changes. If you are okay, I mean, if you have time, we can.
Please, everything comes to me as well. Send it to Yashwant and he will forward it to me. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Sure thing. Yeah. Take care.
Thank you.
Okay, Shreyanshi Vasist from Bareilly.
Yes. Hi, hello, how are you?
Fine, Betty. आप कैसे हैं?
Same here. Thanks for asking. Yeah, so actually, I had a word with you last time regarding colleges and universities. So that is under progress. That is being taken care of. Apart from that, recently I came across the news that express entry is now open for people outside Canada. Means like for us.
What is express entry? So express entry is a point-based system. So to the score, if you want to have a chance to try in the express entry, you should have a score of 470 plus. So that is only possible if you have 29, age is 29, if you have masters, if you have 3 years work experience and IELTS score 8 or higher, and maybe French or maybe your sister siblings here, which will give you additional 15 points.
Okay, so right now I think I am under just 2-3 checkpoints.
Yes, easily, Betty. Why do so many students come here to Canada? Because the government of Canada is offering a pathway for international students. International students get additional points for studying in Canada. International students get additional points for work experience in Canada. That will boost up their CRS score in the federal skilled worker program.
All right, means okay. So I shall drop the idea for now to get my PR right from here.
It is not drop the idea, but you should clearly understand what is the process and what is the score. If you're confident about scoring 480 plus, then you can think about applying for express entry. Agar aapke English nahi hai, see, even for me, Betty, getting 8 in all bands is not easy or higher.
True. That is
Even
true.
for Canadians who are native speakers, they will not be able to do 8 in IELTS or higher.
Correct. That I agree.
Yes, Betty. Okay. So you see, a lot of students do come here on the study visa.
Okay. All right. Then I'll go with the colleges or universities only.
Sure. Okay, then, yeah. Is everything okay with you're able to connect with the team?
Yes. I am in a constant touch with the team.
Okay, Betty. Take care.
Okay. Thank you. Take care. Bye.
You're welcome. Yeah, bye. Venkatesan from Toronto. Venkatesan?
Yeah, sir. Good morning. Hope you're doing good.
Good morning, Venkatesan. I'm good. Thank you. How are you?
Yeah, 1 month back, I sent you a message through WhatsApp. You told me wait for the GCMS notes because we applied for visitor visa for my wife and my daughter. So that's rejected actually. So the thing is that I came with study permit and then I completed my studies. And now I'm continuing my internship work. I as well as I'm applying to different full-time jobs. Almost I made to third level interview for some good news from any of the companies. So I would be getting into a full-time job pretty soon, but I'm continuing with my internship work. Like I started in June and then still I'm doing that same work. I have that one. And why didn't I apply when I applied for study permit to my wife and daughter, to my wife for SOWP was like that time she was pregnant, and then like for medicals and all, so it will be difficult for her to pass the exam, right? So we waited, and then I came alone. I completed my studies. Now I want them. So you suggested like go with visitor visa. Once they have come here, then we can change the status to SOWP. So
yes.
I went. So then I applied on my own. What happened in the GCMS notes? They have mentioned the client has
notes if you're comfortable.
Yeah, yes, definitely. That is 44 pages one. I sent you a WhatsApp. Oh yeah, okay. Then I'll take only the snap of the last page, the reason why did they reject it, and then I'll post you. If I share it immediately, can you see your WhatsApp?
Yes, please, if you don't mind. Yeah.
I'll do it immediately. Yes. I've shared, sir.
Just give me a second.
So they think since I'm here, my wife and daughter will not move back to India once they have come here. So
visitor visa is always a lottery, unfortunately.
Yeah. And even for financials, we showed about 4.5 lakhs in her bank account and some mutual funds, and then like other assets.
Your status, Venkatesan?
Oh, I'm in implied work permit, you can say. I'm expecting my work permit in another 10 days. Like applied in January 16 itself, so it takes 4 months normally.
This is the reason. Do not get a visitor or spouse open work permit approval without a valid study or a postgraduate work permit. When you are under implied status, you will not get it.
I have study permit extension also, that is still September, but I'm not currently studying.
Your studies.
Yeah, my studies, correct. And so, the reason I invited for them also for the graduation. So will that be like not sufficient? Because we can invite family for the graduation, right? My graduation.
Yeah, in general, you can invite, but when you do not have a short duration of your legal study permit, or when you do not have a postgraduate work permit, It is very difficult. It is very difficult, unfortunately, Venkatesh. And if you had, if you had your postgraduate work permit and if you had applied for a visitor visa, it would have been a different situation, right?
Okay,
But
you may say only that that is the main reason why did they reject it, right?
you don't have, you are under implied status.
Okay. Yeah, I cannot travel, but I was expecting my wife and daughter to come here. Okay, anyway, in that way, I'm expecting my PGWP approval in within 10 days. Okay, by May 10th or 15th, I would get that. But the physical copy, they would send it after 2 weeks. So do they want me to submit that physical copy from IRCC, the original one, or even the approval letter from the IRCC would be sufficient in that case? Because when we applied for this visitor's visa, once we applied with
what you can do is you can apply with the letter, but a physical, okay, physical is very important.
Yeah, but it will take another 2 weeks because when I applied for my extension, study permit extension, that simply applied because my studies was about to over in December, and then I had earlier study permit approval till 30th of January only. So on a safer side, I applied for extension and I got it approved, but the physical copy I received it after 2 weeks of approval. So but this visitor visa thing, once we applied on the new portal, within a week, like 8 or 10 days, we got the reply from IRCC. But anyway, it's refusal. It's not on our favor. So what you would suggest, if I want my daughter and wife to be here with me, like before graduation, is there any possibility to be that can be done? Like my graduation is on 24th of January. June.
No,
We have to move.
I think it is very unlikely. Without a valid postgraduate work permit, I don't think it is likely to happen.
Okay, so even if I get it and then apply by end of May, then do you think within 10 days if they can get?
There are people who have applied for visitor visa who are waiting. There's a person in a Facebook group. His name is Mumtaz. He applied in December and he's still waiting.
Yeah, in the old portal they are saying the new portal, but in the new portal I think they give faster response, but I don't know, I'm not sure. Okay, anyway, so what do you mean to say is like wait for your
timelines? I cannot comment on the timelines. They are not consistent. Go ahead and try it.
Okay, but only thing is wait for the PGWP, get the physical copy, then apply with that. The chances are more for you to get it. Okay.
So your physical copy of graduate work permit, your pay slips, your finances, that is more important. Okay.
Okay. So anyway, they cannot be here for the graduation, but they may be here by July or August if I apply that way.
Yes.
Yeah, and then once they come here, then we can change the status, right? It doesn't mean that they have to come with only SOWP because the family ties are like I'm here, husband is here in Canada, so she cannot move back. That may not be the main reason, because one of the reason is like the client has strong family ties in Canada, so she cannot move back. That's what they're saying.
Yeah, see, unfortunately, it is your choice. We don't know if it will be approved, but you can definitely apply either for a visitor visa or you can apply for a spousal work permit as well.
The spousal work permit, I'm happy to do that, but they're taking more than 4 or 5 months for getting a
Fortunately, there is no shortcut. Okay, so I hope a visitor visa works out. If not, then look into it. It's more about your personal. Reach out, submit your application, go to your local.
Is like can we apply for spousal work permit and then apply for visitor's visa as well for this for both of them? That is possible, right?
Yes, you can do that.
Okay, so in that case, I'll apply for SOWP, then try for visitor's visa as well. If visitor's visa approved, then they can be at least stay with me, like without the SOWP. If not, we have to wait for SOWP, right?
Exactly.
Okay, so thank you. So I'll do both of that once I get my PGWP. Fine.
Sure.
Thank you, sir. Bye-bye.
Good luck and keep me posted how it goes out. Okay.
Yeah, sir. Definitely. I'll contact you through WhatsApp. Bye-bye.
Алло, Готэм.
Yes?
Доброго дня, Готэм.
Доброго дня.
Готэм, в мене таке питання. Я заповнюю заявку цю КУЕТ на те, щоб у Канаду потрапити. І тут є таке питання. Ви когда-нибудь были свидетелем или участником жестокого обращения с заключенными или гражданскими лицами, грабежей или осквернения религиозных зданий?
Нет.
Ну, скажем так, а у меня на последней работе это было, ну, я там 8 лет проработала, последних 3 года это был просто террор по отношению к людям. И писать нет.
Нет, это не то.
Ага, хорошо, поняла. И еще такой вопрос, Готэм. У нас сейчас срочный паспорт, ну, не получается сделать. Я заказала паспорт 30 марта. Он уже должен быть готов, а он еще не готов, и где-то приблизительно месяц ждать. И сегодня я, ну, тоже слушала в группе, то всем так говорят, что, ну, нельзя. Кто там по знакомству, то может и может там срочно заказать. Но так в обычном порядке где-то 2 месяца ждать. Мне можно как-то указать, ну, вот в этой заявке...
Загранпаспорт для кого это?
Для меня и для сына новые, потому что этот загранпаспорт, у меня ребенок вклеен в паспорт, и этот паспорт, что у меня действует сейчас, он заканчивается в августе месяце этого года. Я поэтому заказала паспорта, чтобы у ребенка и у меня были новые паспорта. Заявку уже подаю на старый паспорт. Я могу в заявке указать, чтобы, ну, что новые паспорта делаются, и, ну, как только я их получу, чтобы мне визу, если можно, чтобы поставили.
Можно, да.
А где это писать?
Когда загружаете все документы, там будет вкладка для дополнительных документов, там пишите объяснительное письмо, все вопросы, все, что у вас есть.
Ага, я поняла. И еще такой вопрос. Есть ли возможность вот эти паспорта, если вдруг вот мне придет разрешение, раньше, чем бы я получу вот эти паспорта, можно ли, чтобы украинская миграционная служба переслала в канадскую миграционную службу эти паспорта?
Нет такого.
Законодательно такого нету?
Нет. К сожалению.
То есть, чтобы получить эти паспорта, мне надо будет, нам с сыном надо будет либо обратно возвращаться в Украину, либо делать в Канаде там.
Да.
Да?
Да.
Угу. А что вы посоветуете, как лучше сделать?
Если у вас там жизни, да, вот опасность есть, то, пожалуйста, приезжайте сюда, как оно есть, и тут разберите. Если у вас там спокойно и не переживайте там, что через 2 месяца ничего не будет, тогда ждите там.
Ну, честно переживаю, потому что вы же знаете, как Оксана во Львове, и что во Львове делается, то...
Ну, ваше решение, знаете, это ваша жизнь, я не могу вам советовать, что делать. Моя задача помочь. Есть наши сотрудники, которые там всем помогают, сколько могут. Ну, посмотрите по вашей ситуации. Если там сложно, тогда, пожалуйста, ну, не ждите, оформляйтесь и приезжайте. Хорошо?
И просто работодатель, который мне дает работу, он торопит меня, говорит, ну мне уже надо, чтобы вы уже были, как бы, и я вот этот паспорт мне все тормозит.
Ну, к сожалению, ну, ваше решение. Вам же все равно визу надо получить. Биометрию надо вам сдать, визу получить. Все равно это время. Все
Ну
равно...
да.
3 недели как минимум идет, а потом паспорт получить или электронную визу. Вы электронную визу получите, так что, ну, решайтесь, посмотрите, пожалуйста, по ситуации, по безопасности вашей, хорошо?
Да, а где можно узнать, как вот получить этот work permanent, или как оно называется? Вот.
Это вы просто приезжаете в аэропорте, вам дают разрешение на работе, дозволь на працевлаштування.
Поняла тогда. Спасибо, Готэм, спасибо вам большое.
Все, удачи вам, да.
И вам тоже.
Да. Shivam and Megha, you joined again. So Yash and Swati, let me talk to Shivam and then I'll get back to you guys, okay? Yeah, yes.
Yes, sir. Actually, Megha wants to speak.
Yes, Megha, Betty, how are you?
Yeah, I'm good, sir. How are you?
I'm okay. You're settling down, you're getting used to the life, or you're still missing your husband?
Yes. Sir, I wanted to know, like, what is the procedure of going to the MLA, MP?
MP. There is no procedure, Betty. Just send them an email or call them. That's it.
Okay, I'll call them, but what should I say when I call them? Like, just explain that I am here since January. I'm doing my master's so and so, and I have this health issue for which I have dropped you a couple of emails. Should I say all that?
Yes, yes. It's more about
no, actually,
what you have to do is you have to explain that your husband has submitted the application for spouse open work permit and you're waiting and your health is not good. Kindly request you to reach out to IRCC and expedite the process.
Okay, sir. And then, like, everything will be done on the call, or like it depends on him, I think.
No, they will send. So you have to provide all the details. You will have to provide, information form to them, sign and send them, and then they will reach out to IRCC. So it's not just on one telephone call. It will be emails, forms to sign, and they will also follow up. It will take some time.
Okay, so from my end, what I do to initiate is just call him and say what you just
Call them or email them if they're not answering the call and request an appointment to explain the situation. If they are not working, then they will ask you to explain the situation by email with all the details and explain them that you have your application, husband's application has been submitted. It's been 3 months and there is no update.
Yes, sir. Though they are picking up applications from December, ours is 3rd December, and we see that applications from 28th
I just
December.
explained, Shivam, there are many different case offices, visa offices. So some offices are doing fast and some offices are slow. So that is the reason you see different files coming from different dates.
Yes, sir. Okay, sir. That's all I wanted to know.
Okay, Betty. How are your studies? You're able to manage? Everything is okay?
Yeah. If my husband were here, I would have been able to do things in 2 hours that I'm now able to do in 5.
I know it's not.
1 and 1 makes an 11, not a 2.
I understand, yeah. Well, it's big help, especially if you can do your assignments.
Yeah.
Sure, Betty. Yeah, good luck. I hope it works out. Let me know. Keep me posted, okay?
Sure. Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Yeah, take care.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome. Yeah, take care. Yeah, Swati?
Yes,
Swati?
sir. Yes, sir. Am I audible?
Yes, Betty. Tell me, please.
So we have checked so many colleges and done the research, on Pavan has done that research. Like as you said, go for IT, but you suggested MBA. But sir, MBA is going it is very costly, and we will not be able to afford 35 or 40 lakhs of fees. So we thought masters in information technology or data science or artificial intelligence will work, as we discussed
So what is
earlier.
the difference, Betty, if you go for a master's or for an MBA?
Sir, if you go for an MBA, a normal college is charging around 30 to 35 lakhs.
No, not lakhs.
Sorry?
Not lakhs, no. They're just
Right. They are charging $28,000 to $35,000.
usually under $40,000.
Yes, but if like as per Pavan's like अगर हम data science के लिए apply करते हैं masters in data science or artificial
What is your
intelligence.
bachelor's stream and percentage, Betty?
He was a mechanical engineer, and the percentage was 74%.
Mechanical engineer, 74%. And what is current job?
He is working with American Express.
And what is his position?
Sir, at the, like he's a like CCP callers, like who calls for credit cards, because during pandemic, we left a job in Oman. He was working as a planning engineer with L&T. He worked with L&T for more than 8 years.
Okay, so let me explain you, Betty. One, from the visa perspective, the proposed program of study should be relevant to your husband's work experience and future career plans. So it should be relevant to his current work experience. Okay.
Current work experience.
Yes, yeah, his recent work experience, 2-3 years of work experience, then you can do that. If he's working as a call center and helping as a customer, then artificial intelligence, big data, this is not relevant. The visa is most likely to be refused. Second, getting back to you, so masters or an MBA, the tuition fees will always be this, is almost the same. If you're looking for a 2 years masters, the tuition fee is the same. Even if you go for a college, a 2-year program will also be about $35,000. Unless you're going for the top universities, University of Toronto, UBC, and all those big universities, there the tuition fees is expensive. Okay. So the reason, so mainly what you have to understand is please be realistic with the program choice. Remember, 90% of the visa approval depends on choosing the right program which is relevant to your husband's current work experience and future career prospects. If he's working in customer service, he cannot go into IT.
Okay, but sir, can we portray this in our SOP like during pandemic when he lost the job and then he joined American Express because we do not have any option left with?
That's not good, Betty. So it is not about, he's from a mechanical background, his education is mechanical, his work experience was related to a completely different, it is not related to IT at any way. Okay. So unfortunately, that is not an option, right?
So then we have only one option, which is project management.
And that too, it is a project management is a generic course and it is a higher risk of visa refusal. So that is the reason. Remember, Betty, when you come here, money as an international student, okay, one, what your perception is not correct. Okay, one, even if you go for a college, that if you have to study 2 programs, the tuition fees is about 35,000 plus. Okay. If you go for an MBA program, for example, Creative Western University, it's a mid-tier university, the tuition fees is about $38,000. So the difference is 3,000. So international students, when they come here to Canada, they can work 20 hours a week and during scheduled breaks, they can work full time. So what is this $3,000 or $5,000? Can't they, they can easily cover it. It's not that an issue. Okay, it's not substantial 10 lakhs, 15 lakhs difference. It's only about $4,000 to $5,000 at most, right? Second, he's from his current job is more from a customer service business background, right? So what was his prior job in Qatar before?
He was a mechanical engineer. He was working as a planning engineer.
See, planning engineer, how many years?
8 years.
8 years, and now he's working?
Yes, he's working. He's working with Amex as a CCP.
See, and 8 months only, right?
Right.
Yeah, so see, he can look into mechanical programs based on his extensive experience. Okay. How old is he, Swati?
35 years old, sir.
35. Yeah, older the person, also higher the risk of visa refusal. When people are 24, 25, it's easy. Once they get into the 30 plus age, it is also a bit of a pain. So talk to your husband, right? You should have waited from the perspective. Let's talk about relevant perspective from the visa officer's point. Okay.
Yeah, but actually we are not able to decide which course because he is from a mechanical engineering background and he has done his job in that field only. But at the time of pandemic, he lost his job, and when at that time we were not able to find any job in the same profile, so we got the chance to get in this job. So he joined this job, you know. So I don't know, if we consider this job as a telecaller, what will be the
Not as
what
strong,
will
but
be the
it is. I wouldn't say it is. Yeah, it is. It is very important.
Готом, пока прервалась информация, можно спросить?
Не, я просто думаю, что это девочка отвечает. Можно, пожалуйста, я с ней закончу?
Готом, дата розриву шлюбу треба ставити...
Светлана, можно? Я просто думаю, что это девочка отвечает, поэтому я просто говорил. Подождите, пожалуйста, хорошо. Swati, I'm just thinking, but you see, he has extensive experience in mechanical, right? So if I was in your place, what I would do, I would actually, because you are in a serious decision about coming to Canada, I would probably go for a job which is related to mechanical, even if the salary is less. I would go for a career which is related to mechanical, and then we could have applied for January intake for some mechanical programs. There are some programs, quality assurance, process quality engineering 1-year programs, and applied manufacturing 2-year programs in mechanical engineering, because his strength is mechanical engineering. His bachelor's is mechanical engineering. 8 years of work experience is mechanical engineering. I would actually consider that as a priority.
Yeah. So MBA could work. Otherwise,
I wouldn't advise also MBA. If he's able to get back to mechanical, let's put him back into his core mechanical, because that will, when he's going to apply for a job, his strength is as mechanical education and work experience.
Right.
Okay. So think about it, talk to your husband, and very important to choose, if we are going to plan, if we are planning for a mechanical related program related to mechanical, ideally it would be good for him to have a job which is related to also mechanical.
But sir, one quick doubt, when he was working with LNT, Lazana Turbo in Oman or in Amex at the moment, he is dealing with IT issues back and forth because he's so well versed with the.
That's not really
help.
A qualified work experience to be considered.
Okay, fine, sir. I got it. I'll discuss this thing with my husband and I'll get back to you. Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you, sir.
Yash?
Yeah, hi, sir. Good morning. Am I audible?
Yes, I can hear you, Yash. Yeah.
Yeah. So actually, I recently applied for the false admission for the master's program, and I got admitted to University of Waterloo for MMSc, Masters in Management Science. Okay, so my doubt is actually I had applied for the visitor's visa twice back in 2019 along with my parents. So it got rejected twice. So now I'm quite skeptical about how should I go, forward with my visa application, because I have done my medical, it's done, GIC is done, and fee payment is also, we are thinking to self-funded for the 1-year SDS program. So that's also not an issue.
So where are you?
I'm sorry?
Yash Kashyap, where are you from? Remind me, please.
Actually, I'm from Delhi. It's the first time I'm interacting with you, sir.
You're from Delhi. Okay. Okay, just give me yeah, just give me a second, please bear with me.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, please.
Yeah, so basically, I'm quite scared right now. Like, how should I move forward with my visa application? And should I explain my rejection reasons for the visitor visa in my SOP, or should I mention that somewhere? And should I move forward with the general visa category or the SDS one?
So always SDS has a higher visa approval rate. That is 100%. Okay. So explain me again. Yes, I'm sorry, I was, I was lost for a second, for a minute. So you're from Delhi, and what did you apply for?
Actually, I applied for Masters in Management Science in University of Waterloo.
That is very good. Congratulations. That is nice, and you got acceptance.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
That is very good. So what happened previously?
Previously, there was no issue. Like, I was applying for the visitor's visa along with my parents, and
When was it?
In 2019.
In
It's
20,
pre-COVID.
it was pre-COVID 2019. You applied. Do you have any relatives here in Canada?
Yeah, so my parents took a, invitation certificate from my mother's aunt. She is my mother's Masi. So she gave us the invitation for the visa application. So she's a...
Send me on WhatsApp, you'll get the link. Send me a message on WhatsApp. So your Mossy sent you an invitation. And how old are you, Yash?
I'm 25 right now.
See, young people very unlikely to get visitor visa unless you have a previous travel history. Okay, so you can definitely so at you can definitely don't highlight too much about the refugee, but definitely indicate after you explain your statement of purpose, you can just basically write a short paragraph at the end before your conclusion that put a paragraph with previous visitor visa refusal. You can state that my parents and I were planning to travel to my aunt. Unfortunately, the visa was refused. That's it. But did your parents get the visa?
Yeah, they got the visa, but they were not able to travel since COVID kicked in and all the flights were cancelled. But yeah, they have a valid visa.
Usually older people, they get visas. Young people who are single and not married without a travel history, it is usually unlikely to get visa.
Okay. So these days I'm able to see a trend that non-SDS people are getting quicker replies and quicker visa application if it's acceptance or a rejectance. But I should go for SDS one, right? Like it's the safest one.
Yes, always NDS. Okay.
Okay, and you're saying that I should mention in 2 sentences the refusal thing which you just mentioned in my SOP. Like it's compulsory to mention.
It is not compulsory. It makes sense to explain, right? Just a few sentences. You're not ignoring the fact. Yeah.
Okay. Got it. That's my main question. Thank you.
It's not, you can't ignore the fact, and you don't have to talk too much about it.
Yeah, because I thought if I give my passport number, they would eventually come to know about my history, right?
Yeah, they will know it automatically. The system will show, AI will show everything out there, and you're just stating the fact with a few sentences what happened. Okay.
And one more thing, like the 1 year SDS fees, it's quite high since Waterloo is an expensive university and we are paying it
How much is
upfront
your
for the 1
tuition?
year through SDS. Like after, sorry,
How much is the tuition fees?
47,000 it's there for 1 year. 47,000 CAD.
The program, but you have to pay. Unfortunately, you already have a visa refusal, and if you're going for a non-SDS, you're unlikely, you have a very high risk of visa refusal.
Okay. Got it. So apart from paying 47,000, like I should, like what's a safe amount which we should show as financial funds which are available with us, apart from that 47,000 and 10,000 GIC?
Mm-hmm.
Like what's a safe amount which we should show as extra funds which are available with us, for a stronger visa application? Because after that, it's quite tough, to show some other funds as well.
It is advised, if you see what is the visa officer considering here, they want to see the source of income. Okay. It's mandatory to show the funds. As long as you pay the tuition fees and have the GIC, you can show the source of income. It is your parents' income tax returns, parents' source of income if they have a business, salary. So you have to explain where is the source from. SDS is a simplified process. When you pay the first year tuition fees, when you pay the GIC, it's not mandatory to show funds in your bank account. Okay. So source of
for safer side, yeah. So I should put in, ITR file for last 3 years. Will it be fine?
If you have substantial salary, yes, it makes sense.
Yeah, so I can do that for my parents and they are only sponsoring my education. So I'll put their ITR files and back-end funds like bank funds which were there through which we paid the fees.
Yes, you can do that. What is your parents? Make sure that you have substantial funds. When you're choosing a program of $47,000, and when you're showing if your parents' salary is like 50,000, it will be difficult. Okay. So make sure when you're choosing such an expensive program, your parents' source of income also reflects your financial capabilities.
Okay, but it's around that only. But it's a save, like they have saved this money for quite some time. So if the salary, sorry,
explain this in SOP.
I have to add it in SOP.
In the statement of purpose, you have to add the financial capabilities as well. Okay, who is supporting that you paid your 1 year tuition fees, you have a GIC, who is supporting your education?
Okay, so you're saying that 47,000, like how we arranged, we have to show that, like it's my parents' saving and.
Yeah, you're saying that this is your parents' savings, right? So that is what you indicate in your SOP.
Okay, understood. So the 47,000 in front of that is paid, right? That I have to pay upfront. In front of that, I'll just mention that it's my parents' saving through which I'm getting funded for my education.
Exactly. Okay.
Okay. Yeah, that's it. So that's the only confusion, like financial documents, because one of the cliche reasons for my visitor rejection was insufficient financial funds. But second time it was the reason was potential immigrant, because my father showed
two times.
funds. Yeah, I got rejected twice. That's the issue.
That's not good. See, young people, unless you have a substantial travel history, it is a lottery and a high risk of visa refusal. Whoever advised you.
Will that affect?
Yes, every visa refusal is a minus in your future applications.
Okay.
I hope it works out for you. I wish you good luck and keep us posted. Yes. Okay.
I'll definitely. Thank you so much.
Okay. Svetlana, yes, слушаю вас.
Алло.
Да.
Скажіть, будь ласка, якщо свідоцтво про розлучення є, то це треба ставити дата розірвання відносин тоді, як вказано у самому свідоцтві про розлучення, чи тоді, коли було фактичне, ну, коли ми фактично розійшлися?
Документы, то, что вы описали.
А, то, что в документах. Угу, понятно, спасибо. И еще я сейчас дошла до того места, где у меня родители пенсионеры, и тут указывалась профессия, текущая профессия родителей. Я написала, что у меня отец токарь 6-го разряда, но сейчас пенсионер.
Не имеет значения.
Так надо или не надо? Там написано обязательно для заполнения. Ну, окно, которое выплывает, там написано обязательно для заполнения.
Нет, я имею в виду, что там, что за вопрос там?
Текущая профессия родителя.
Ну, он же пенсионер, пишите retired. Он папа работает, отец ваш работает или нет?
Он пенсионер, он получает пенсию.
Ну,
но при этом он еще вышел и работает, он сейчас в охране работает, потому что пенсия маленькая очень.
Официально он работает?
Нет, он не официально работает.
Пишите, тогда он пенсионер.
Ага, спасибо большое.
Хорошо? Окей. Vinay? Vinay?
Yeah, hi, sir. Yeah. Am I audible?
Yes, yes.
Yes. Actually, my counselor was Adiba, and
Yes.
she's due to medical emergency, she's not